think I've said before that every company almost fails before it succeeds multiple times. So I have, with 25 years of experience on the venture capital and on the company side, I have many like almost died kind of stories. But I can think of two that were really on both sides of the transaction. So my very first deal in town was a company called Angiotech. Ended up being hugely successful, drug-coated stents. It was the very first life sciences deal Ventures West had done directly. Real young entrepreneur, Bill Hunter, who's gone on to be a repeat successful entrepreneur, did that deal. And then we did another deal very quickly after with a new venture capitalist, and then we fired the CEO 6 weeks later. And that VC that newly came in thought that we had all planned that we had known we would fire the CEO, that he wasn't going to work out. And we didn't, like we really didn't. And so he threatened us with a lawsuit. And the best thing I did was I bought out his shares. So I was walking home from this meeting, and I wasn't a partner at Ventures West yet. And they had said I could build a life sciences practice if I wanted to. This was my first investment, and it was now like a mess. And I walked back and I said, listen, there's nothing wrong with this company. This guy just didn't work out. I want to buy this guy's shares out. Can we do that? And my partners went, yeah. And we did. And that investment probably made 100 times what we bought it out at. So that was an incredibly bad thing, but that ended up doing really well. Another one, when we were a company, we'd actually sold ourselves as a young company. We'd sold ourselves to another company developing a drug in the CNS space, so brain area space. So we were developing an antidepressant. So the other company was developing another neurological agent, public company. We negotiated all the agreements, and our board had approved it, and they went to their board, and their board denied the transaction. We had the press release all planned out. The documents were all done. We were done. We were going to announce it 2 days later. And that was a Thursday. And the CEO phoned us up and said, oh my God, my board decided not to do the transaction. And, we had $1 million in the bank because this is what we were going to do. And it was in the winter, and I'm a big skier. And the three of us who were business people at the company looked at each other and went, instead of freaking out, I was like, well, I think we should all take Friday off and we should go skiing. And then we should decide what we're going to do on Monday. And we were all like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's let everybody in the company have the weekend off. And that's what we did. And then we came back on Monday and we regrouped. And 6 months later, we'd raised $20 million. So it's about not freaking out in those points when everything breaks, and trying to find how you might come back, trying to find the ways back. So those are two examples.